Hey, beautiful. Welcome to the Not Another Mom podcast. It's time to take that mom hat off because this is after hours and I'm making you off the clock. This podcast is here to help you know your worth because damn girl, you're a goddess who deserves to live the life of your dreams. I'm your host, Lesley Sprague, and we talk everything from manifesting to motherhood. Yes, those little monkeys will still creep in here or there. Spirituality to girl talk with your besties, and from business to finding that balance in life. I'm here to remind you that you are worth it. Life gets to be easy for you, and your dreams really can come true. So grab your favorite glass of wine, craft beer, or if you're a whiskey and diet kind of girl, grab that and let's get this show on the road. Hi, and welcome to the Not Just Another Mom podcast. I'm your host, Lesley Sprague, and we are chatting all things manifestations today. So I want to take a little bit of a spin on this, and a lot of times we talk about focusing on where we want to go, and I don't know about you, but I've had manifestations that haven't come to manifest yet, or they haven't come as quickly as I wanted, or those sorts of things. One of the things that we often forget to do when we are manifesting is to look at where our energy is going. Is there a leak, so to speak, in your belief and your manifesting, whatever it is that you're manifesting? So, maybe if you're looking for a new home, is it that you believe that the market is too hot right now? And even if that is like you correct your thoughts, it still can be a bit of a leak. So this is where we start to look at our shadows. And it's the same is true like in the dark of night too. When you shine a light, you brighten things up. So whatever's lingering in the shadows, when we shine that light on it, we can address what's going on in the darkness or the subconscious. Darkness maybe isn't like the greatest word because it's, it could have a negative connotation, but it doesn't really matter. It's just acknowledging. There's no good or bad. It's just neutral. So when we acknowledge our shadows, maybe you need to ask yourself questions like, why do I not want to have this? And see what comes out from those questions. Do you believe you can't have it? Is that why it's taking longer to manifest? Or maybe you believe it takes a long time. So when we get clear on what's going in with the shadows, that's where we can strengthen our manifestations. Because once we plug those holes of those leaks, it puts more energy towards that. The other thing that I have been guilty of before is when I'm not paying attention to my shadows and things like that, and the manifestation begins to take longer, that is when I begin to lose that excitement. And when you don't have that excitement and that vibration and that energy, it begins to affect your manifestations. So this is why it's very important to keep excited about where you're going and always doing your journal work and your shadows. Shadow work is, in my definition, is looking at your old limiting belief patterns. If you're looking to work on your money mindset, one of the things that I was brought to my attention again recently was, if you see somebody driving down the street in a Lamborghini, do you have the thought that is, oh, must be nice? Or is it like that it's just as well as seeing a Ford Focus driving down the street? So, because they're the same energy, and we have to neutralize that. When you're looking at manifesting money in particular too, there is no difference between 600,000 or, oh, I just said 600,000. Wow, I was just going to say 600, but same difference. There's no difference between $600 or $6,000. The difference is in our beliefs in what we think of one. We might think of $600 as a completely normal thing, and $600,000 is way out of the realm. Like, it must be nice. That's never going to happen to me. Do you see a difference in that reality? But money is just energy, and we need to treat them the same. You get to have $600,000 because you get to have $600,000. There's no difference about it. So when we work on our shadows and our beliefs and those things, even little things like that, like, oh, it must be nice to have $600,000. Those things, those little thoughts are those little leaks that we need to pay attention to, and we need to journal out. I think I'm actually going to expand on this a little bit more in another episode coming up, but about working with our shadows and that. But I just wanted to bring into everybody's awareness of, when things aren't manifesting, we need to re-examine our feelings, our thoughts, our limiting beliefs. And actually, this leads me into my episode for next week as well. It's going to be on creating the new moon, doing a ritual with the new moon and the full moon, and using the moon's energies for manifestations. Because both are very different, and that's all I'm going to say about that. But if you want to learn more about that, check out next week's episode for sure. So when you are manifesting, just to wrap up here, and your manifesting isn't coming into manifestation, first we need to check for leaks. Just like the leaks in a pool, are there any limiting beliefs that are leaking out, preventing your manifesting from coming into fruition? Which also leads us to our shadow work. Is there any doubts or fears or limiting beliefs preventing you from fully bringing this manifestation into reality? The third thing is, if it has taken a while, or you know what, no matter the length of time, always making sure you are excited about whatever it is you are manifesting. And if it's the new year and this is your time that you love to refocus in on your goals, and if you actually listen to last week's episode, we talk about reflecting back on the year that it was, so we can get clear on where we want to go. And this, doing that pre-work, will help to get the excitement and notice any patterns or anything else that is holding you back from bringing your manifestations into your current reality. So I can't wait to chat with you all next week about the new moon and full moon and the whole moon energies. But until next week, guys, I hope you have an amazing week. Thank you so much for listening. If you love this episode, will you do me a favor and help spread the love? Go ahead and leave a 5-star review and share this episode on your Insta stories. If we aren't yet connected on Instagram, come follow me at Lesley & Co XO. And since everybody spells my name wrong, that's Lesley & Co XO. And leave me a line and say hi. Have an amazing day, beautiful, and we'll catch you next week.